Saleh goes to Chargers, Warner and Sherman to follow. Ooh. Interesting you should mention the Chargers. To me, that is the job he should go for. Maybe he has like a sweet spot in his heart for the Lions because he grew up in Michigan. Maybe he really likes the idea of bringing his wife and 13 children back home to, I think it's 6, to Michigan and, having like a homecoming. I'm sure it would sound really, he'd be like the president or he'd like be the governor of Michigan. That'd be great. But it's LA, first of all. Second of all, it's a better team. I don't know if it's a better franchise. It's a better team. Matt Stafford is good. He's too expensive and he's not young. Justin Herbert is a franchise quarterback. He's at least as good as Matt Stafford, if not better. And he's young and cheap. And they also have Keenan Allen. They also have Joey Bosa. Oh, yeah, that's the job. I put out a tweet today. If you were Robert Saleh, where would you want to go, the Lions or the Chargers? I think it was 85% of people said the Chargers. Yeah, you're not crazy. You're not crazy. You're not crazy. So, yeah, Saleh, he no crazy. I don't think he would go, I don't know. But, yeah, if he goes to the Chargers, would Sherman and Warner follow? I think Sherman would. It's interesting. I wonder how loyal Saleh would be to Sherman because if Saleh gets a job, there are 2 people he needs to thank more than anyone. If he gets a head coaching job, 2 people lobbied for him the most and I think put him in that position. One is Richard Sherman. 2 is me. Richard Sherman, every time he goes up on the press and does a press conference and goes on and on about how good Robert Saleh is, that means a lot. Richard Sherman knows what he's talking about. He's like the Tony Romo of defense. Everything he says is right on. He's brilliant. I mean, he might know defense better than Saleh. If he says Saleh's the real deal and a leader of men, people are like, well, that's kind of all I need to hear. And then there's me. I mean, I just have a much bigger platform than Richard Sherman. I don't know football as well as Sherman. It's just that when he speaks, he only has like a million or 2 followers on Twitter. I mean, when I speak, the whole world listens. So Sherman tries. It's just that, So what I'm saying is Sherman, I think, would love to follow Saleh because I don't know how many coaches really want Sherman. He's very vocal. He's kind of expensive and he's very scheme specific. I think Saleh, it works, seems to work. He's his go-to guy in terms of leadership. I talked about with Warner, I don't think the Niners would let Warner go. I don't think Warner wants to go. But if they feel like his price is too high and they're looking for a trade partner, I'm sure Robert Saleh in LA, if that's where he is, would hit him up and be like, oh, yeah, we'll take him. So I'm guessing Fred Warner would love to stay with the Niners just the way DeForest Buckner would have loved to stay here, and it's up to the Niners. We'll see if they want to spend $20 million plus on a defensive player who's not a pass rusher or not an edge rusher because they didn't seem to want to do that for DeForest Buckner. And Fred Warner is a linebacker. But he covers, so I don't know. I don't see Warner going anywhere. I don't see him going anywhere. Can the Niners make the Super Bowl? Yeah. Why not? If they get to the playoffs, Jimmy Garoppolo and George Kittle could come back. I think making the playoffs might be more difficult than making the Super Bowl. If you make, if they make the playoffs, that process could be more difficult than the subsequent process of then making the Super Bowl, if that makes any sense. Although making it as a 7 seed would be really tough because you'd have road game, which is like good luck. You saw what the Niners looked like when they went to New England and then went to Seattle the next week. Yeah. So when you put it that way, not good. Not good. Remember how the Vikings looked after they beat the Saints in the playoffs and came to the Niners and got destroyed? Yeah. Kind of like that. Dog, what's your question? Holler at me. Where is Ben Garland? When will he return? I don't know. I forgot to ask. I asked about D Ford, and he said he ain't coming back. I'll ask about Ben Garland, but I don't think it's happening anytime soon. Dude, you keep not asking a question, Kevin. Oh, God. You are something else. I'll tell you, you're a piece of work. Kevin Wang is a real piece of work. Can't wait for D Ford to come back in the playoffs. Don't hold your breath. road games are really not really road games right now. It's the travel. It's the travel. It's not the fans yelling, although that has an effect. It's the accumulation of travel. Again, the Niners look great in New England. They flew to Seattle and got the doors blown off. It's just exhausting. It's tiring enough that it's a factor against another team that doesn't have to deal with it.